Right, so today we got an interesting video. I'm quite late to the party with this because I know it's been a trend for maybe like at least 1 or 2 years. But I got some stuff from Temu, and in specific I got aquarium related products, of course. And I pretty much just opened the app and whatever it kind of showed me I bought. So we got 2 big bags. So we got a big bag here, got another bag here with all full of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna open up and see what we got in there. I think we'll start with the small package because, you know, that's the best thing to do, right? I can't really remember what I got in here. Like, I can sort of remember, but not quite. I'm simply just gonna have a look at the things I got, do a little review on it, and tell you if it's worth it or not, you know? I'll probably list the products in the description down below or something, or I'll have some kind of link. All right, we got 2 products in here because Temu always wants you to, like, you know, go on the app and then it says like, oh, you get 200 euros discount if you buy 2 products within 5 hours, and then if you do that you get discounts and blah 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 blah. So that's how they suck you in. I pretty much did that, so I had to buy 2 products, which I did buy 2 products, which this is the first product here. This is actually some kind of razor scraper. You know what? It actually looks pretty decent, like some pretty decent quality. Like, I think it's real metal. Let's have a quick look at it. So this is just a pole. This is plastic. But then here you got the actual head, which is also plastic, but it feels quite sturdy. So I guess that's good. Then we got another handlebar piece. I'm guessing this goes in here, like so, and then this goes in here. No instructions required, quite self-explanatory. All right, so that's your kind of razor scraper there. And then we also get the razor blades. So in here are the razor blades. Now I'm gonna have a look if I can maybe take one out. I'm guessing this is one of the razors. Oh, this is annoying. I think every time you want to replace one, you have to unscrew these little things. Now it does come with a little screw kit. You know what, sometimes these things are actually more complicated than they have to be, but let's try. So I got my little screw and I'm gonna release this. Whoops, I already dropped something. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we got somewhere. So this comes off here, so that comes off there. I'm guessing this is like the protective cap. That's my guess, because then we can take our little razor. I'm gonna take it out of the packaging. This is a real flimsy razor, I can tell you now. Like, I can bend it. That's not good at all. But I'm guessing you just slide this in. No, actually you take the part off and then you put it in. But it does look like it's a double-sided, so you could, once the first side is done, you can use the other side. I guess that's pretty good. Okay, I think it's on. So we got our razor scraper here, as you can see. Let's put this to the test. Right, so if we go here, if we go into this tank, we'll see that there is some green spot algae there. And yeah, we're gonna see if this works. Wow, this actually works. This is working pretty well. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not because that's quite difficult to see. This is actually working really well. Way better than expected, let me tell you that. Yeah, this is great. Okay, I like this. I mean, it's not that sharp, but it's quite good. Here you got a nice close-up of it. Anyway, on to the next product. Right, there we go. That first product took way too long, I will tell you that. I probably cut out a bunch of it. Also, I will be putting up like the price on screen, so I'm not going to be saying them now because I don't know, I have to like check, but I got a rough estimate, but the exact price will be on the screen. Anyway, next thing is a mini LED mini fish tank clip lamp, it says on the back. So let's take it out, see what it's like. I saw a lot of reviews saying this was like really small and stuff. There again, I did want it to be small actually, because this has got a specific use case, which is for my little, not bowl aquarium, but it's more like a, what is it, a vase. Yeah, for my little vase-scape. And this is perfect, I think. Look, it's got, what, like 10 LEDs, I think. Got a little clip-on and just a little USB. So that's all we need. It's even got a little switch. Look, a baby switch. That is so cute. Yeah, I'm going to get this set up, see if it actually works. All right, I got it plugged in over here. It's the moment of truth. Let's turn it on. Wow. Actually, that produces a good amount of light. Like, I'm not kidding you, if I put this above one of these tanks, that produces a decent amount of light. It looks like there's even blues in there. So those two little ones are blue ones. So it's got blue and white. It looks really good. I want to get this on the little vase scape so we can actually see how well it works. So this is the vase tank at the moment. You guys haven't actually seen this tank yet because there is a build-up video on this I did, but I haven't finished it yet because I wanted to get some final shots. But it's looking actually amazing, and I think I'll be releasing that quite soon, so you're getting kind of a sneak peek. But currently I just have this light on there. It doesn't really fit the tank or whatever, or the aesthetic, but it works. But I think if we can get this will fit really nicely and will be just big enough. Right, so here we go. I actually got it plugged into my iMac that I got over here. But I'm first going to get it in place and see if we can even get it on the edge of this tank, which we can. Looking fantastic. Alright, so we got it in place. I'm going to turn it on. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, okay, this is perfect. Like, this is not too much light, but it's also not enough. And definitely if I get some of the floating plants out of the way, there's more light coming in, which I definitely need to get some floating plants out. This is actually fantastic because it's just a little USB, so it can pretty much go anywhere. This could go on your desk because most computers have, you know, a USB port, and then you can just get it in. It also looks nice, like as a design, you know. It's not too big, it's just a perfect size for this vase. So for this kind of application, it's perfect, you know. I think if you want any bigger tank, then it's not really going to work that well. But any tank like this will be great. So that's definitely a win. Keeping that for sure, and that's going to work out great. All right, there we go. That's only the first little bag done with 2 products. Now we got this massive bag with I don't know how many products. Like, there's way more in here for sure. I think, like, all in all, I spent maybe 30 or 40 euros. So that's what, like, yeah, 30 or 40 dollars. I'll put the total amounts on the screen, of course, so you guys know. But you get quite a lot of stuff for the amount you pay, you know. So this has got a bunch more stuff. I don't know if you can see. Now, part of this stuff is also just for myself, but partly it's also you know, for the fish. So starting off with this. This is a plant holder, if I can open this up. But essentially what this is quite simple, you know. You got this little pot thingy, you got this at the back. You just screw that in, and then you can kind of root plants in here. So like some pothos or something else. Maybe like a peace lily, and then just hang it on the back of your tank, and then the plants can grow. So I actually have an idea for this, since I have some pothos laying around. Right, so I actually have this piece of pothos here. It's been laying around for quite a while in one of my plant storage tanks, but it hasn't really grown that much. But I think if I can get this, like, you know, in here, and get it in place that it doesn't really move around, that I can be more successful. So I'm just gonna literally put it in there, and then put this in the back of a tank, and I think it will work really well. The tank I'm going to use is actually this one here because it's got a nice back compartment with like the filtration and stuff. Looks like it just about doesn't fit, but it also kind of does. If I can just get this in and then get the water level higher, that will work fantastic. So I am going to get it in here. I'm just going to raise the water level real quick and then make sure it's submerged. Right, so I actually got the water level high enough that the roots are submerged. So you can see here, it's just this little box, and then I can't really show you that well, but down in there are the roots, and yeah, they should grow. And then this plant, because there's also light, should just, you know, grow all the way across here, and that will look really good if it does. So I'm quite happy with that purchase as well. On to the next one. Right, on to the next one then. This is actually not for the fish. This is for myself, for the business, for the shop. It's basically just a little business card holder. So if you don't know, I got little business cards, which are like here, so, and you know, there's info on the back. So what I can then simply do is just put these in, and you know, put them somewhere, and then neatly in one of these little holders. So I think that's quite neat. You know, this doesn't cost me much, but it does help. Alright, time for the next product then. Simply just gonna get a random product. I have no clue what this is. It doesn't even say on there, it's just a little box. Well, unless you can read Chinese, but I can't. So I'm just gonna open it up. I've got no clue what this is. Oh right, I know what this is now. So this is actually a drop checker set. So I've never had a drop checker before for like CO2 and stuff, because I never really found it needed. But simply what this is this is the little drop checker thingy, and then this is the liquid, and then you put this in here, put this in your tank, and then you can see what the CO2 level is of your tank. So this actually seems quite interesting. We could try this out. I think I'll try this out with my tank inside, because that actually has a tiny bit of CO2 going through it. So yeah, let's fill this up and then see what we need to do. All right, so this is my tank inside. For those who don't know, this is my Duo Rio 450. But yeah, I'm gonna see if this works. So I'm gonna put some stuff in here, and then we'll get it in the tank. Right, so that's 15 drops there. Now I assume you just want to, get it in there, and then if you completely turn it around, you should be able to just plonk it in the tank, and that should do it. So I'm not sure if the air bubbles are supposed to come out or not. Right, I got it in. We'll see if something happens now. Right, I think we'll just leave this for now, maybe come back later and see if it actually has worked. Right, next product then. Let's have a look what we got. Oh, wow. Seems like this is a ginormous turkey baster, or pipette, or whatever you want to call it. So I ordered this, and it said some different sizes, and I thought, well, I don't want the smallest one, because usually if you order something from Temu and you choose the smallest one, you get something like this big, But then I chose like one bigger, and this is pretty massive. I wasn't expecting that, but it's actually pretty good. Let's test this out. So it's just like any old one. You can remove the top, of course. So to test this out, I'm simply just gonna, maybe get in a tank here and see if we do this. Yep, we've sucked up water. As you can see, there's water in there, and we can also suck it back out. But it looks like if you want to get up this, try this from a little fry box or something, that would actually work quite well, Yeah, quite happy with this. It's definitely not the same quality as the proper one I have, but it might be useful in some use cases, so quite like that. Alright, next product then. Alright, so next product is actually this. This is a 7-in-1 test strip. So it's like 100 test strips, like any old test strip really, but this was quite cheap. And I was thinking, these cheap ones, surely they're kind of the same material method, right? So this should also work. So what I wanted to do is just test it out, see how good it actually works, maybe test it out versus some better ones or more renowned ones. But I'm actually going to try this. So we're simply going to take one out. Oh, it's got a little covering over that, and as you would expect, there's just normal test strips in there. So I'm just going to take one out. Looks like all the other ones. I'm going to actually test the water on this tank here. So I'm going to put it in for 1, 2, 3. Then we take it out, wait a little minute, and then we'll read the results. Yep, okay, we can read out. So it says nitrate is around 25. So that's good. Nitrite is 0. Well, that's what we expect. Chlorine is 0. Total hardness, so the GH is around 150, which I got quite hard water. Then we got total alkalinity, so that's the KH, which is around 80. That's also quite right. Oh no, sorry, that's not the KH. Now, of course, we got the carbonate hardness here, the KH, which is, I'm looking wrong. Yeah, about 300. That's also really high, because that is quite high in my tap water. And then we got the pH, which says it's around 8 to 8.4, which is correct. I've got quite a high pH. So yeah, this is quite cool. I think they're quite accurate. So that means these work quite well. So yeah, test them out if you want. I'll put links down below, of course. Right, so that's cool. Next product then. Next product is catappa leaves. So you know how catappa leaves can usually be quite expensive when you buy them just from a fish store. Well, here you can get them off Temu for a couple of cents. And catappa leaves are catappa leaves. Like, there's not much difference on that. So these actually look quite good. Happy with those. You can't really test these out, This is just you use them when you want them. and it's always good to have on hand because for like when you got fish that are sick or anything, it's always great to have those. So those look fantastic. Alright, then next little product is a small box. So we'll open it up, it's just a little box here. And in this little box is a little tray. So these are little feeding dishes for like shrimp and stuff. So it actually looks like it's not glass, but it's like acrylic. But take a look at that, it looks quite neat and quite clean except for my fingerprints. But those look quite nice. So what this will be is you put these in one of the shrimp tanks, and then once you got it in, you put your food in there, and then the food stays contained and they eat from here. So let's quickly test this out because I do have some shrimp tanks down below. Alright, so I'm quickly just going to use this tank here. This has some Amano shrimp and also some crayfish, so we'll just get it in. Looks quite nice and neat. And then we just need to get some food. Right, so I have some shrimp sticks here. So what you want to do is get them in and make sure they fall in. So you can see there, one of them has fallen in there. And we actually got a shrimp already looking like, you know, what is this? And being curious. And he's getting in. Just needs to get in a little bit more and then you'll be at the food. It looks like this dude is just cleaning the actual bowl first before he goes to eat. But you get the idea, you know, these shrimp are going to get in there and going to munch on that food and just keeps the food contained, doesn't, you know, foul up the whole tank, which I think is definitely a win. I got 5 of these because I knew these would work well. So I'm going to put one in each of the shrimp tanks and that should work out really good. Right, then next up, so we have a couple of these. These are all the same, like I said, because these are all those little dishes. Then we have this package. Now I think I know what this is. I think this is a little mini USB air pump. It actually comes with an air stone and some airline tubing. And then here you got this little mini USB air pump. So again, works very simple. You got your USB. You got, you know, this, and then you can attach your airline tubing. Of course, you can cut this to length, but I'm just quickly gonna get this on here. Then once you got it on, you can connect your little air stone or even a little sponge filter. This should do. For now, I'm gonna do a little air stone because I want to get some water movement in the shrimp vase actually. And this will be pretty cool because then we got a USB powered light, but also a USB powered air stone. Right, I'm gonna get this plugged in and see if it works. Right, so I actually got it set up. I got it turned on and it seems to be working. So quickly gonna put this in and see if we get any air bubbles. Oh wait, we do. Look at that. Wow, that is quite powerful, to be honest with you. Let me give you a little closer look. Yeah, wow, take a look at that. That is way more airflow than we need. But as you can see, that actually works. So, you know, I can get this in real deep at the bottom and, you know, we got some bubbles in here. But this is definitely too much. I want to put some kind of valve in between here. Never expected this little USB air pump. It's barely moving, like no sound, to produce these many air bubbles. That is insane. But so like this, I got a little portable setup, which I can set up anywhere because I only need a USB outlet. And that is fantastic. This is going to be quite a long video because we've got a ton of stuff to get through. I'm going to speed up the process a little bit because these are all the same things. Those are all the little dishes, so I don't have to go through all of them. And I've also got something pretty cool. Again, this is not fish related, but this is for the business. And what this is actually a little NFC tag, so which is here. So then you can get this set up to you know, get like reviews on YouTube, on Google. So then when I have a customer, I can just say, you know, put your phone there, leave a little review because that will help me out. So this is definitely a really cool thing because I think I'm just gonna literally position it on here so people can see it at all times, and I think that will work out great. Got a little instruction manual as well on how to do it, so it should be pretty good. Right, then next up, I guess these are also for the shop. These are some plastic bags. So just some plastic carrier bags because they're cheaper on Temu than to buy here in the Netherlands. But I think then we got our final product. Now, I can't remember what this is. The little box. Let's open it up though. Oh, I remember now. Wow, this is so cute actually. So this is a mini little sponge filter. Take a look at how cute that is. It's even got a little thingy bob, you know, uplift tube like this. Look how tiny it is. So this is fantastic. So save the best to last. Like, this is just a miniature sponge filter, like all the other ones I have, but then mini. This is tiny. Look how small this is. This is absolutely tiny, but really cute. I think this will work quite well. You know, this might be great in like a smaller type tank setup. So I'm just gonna actually test here. However, I don't know if you can see, but it does work. This does work. So in theory, you know, if you get this set up correctly, this is going to work a treat. So this might be the best purchase of all time if you want a small filter. But don't go on Temu thinking you're going to get a big filter when you order something like this. So anyway, there you have it. That is all the products I got from Temu. I think this was quite a fun experiment, because it is kind of an experiment, isn't it? You never know what you're going to get from Temu. And I know I'm late to the game with this. I know a lot of other people have made videos like this before. They've actually done really well. I've always wanted to do a video like this for a while, but I never got around to doing it. But now I did, so yeah, I finally got the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, giving you a bit of better insight on what to buy, what not to buy. There's definitely a list of things that you can definitely buy and work well. So yeah, I'll leave probably links down below. There might be also like a link where you can help me out and stuff, so check those out. But don't forget to like, subscribe, of course, and watch this video next. I don't know what kind of video it's going to be, but it's going to be a video that YouTube thinks you'll like. So go watch that video next, and have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.